Peppa Pig and the reflecting puddle. After a light rain, a small puddle shines in the sun. Peppa sees the blue sky reflected inside it. George touches the water, and the sky begins to ripple. Peppa steps in gently, making tiny splashes. Soon the puddle turns into a fun little game. When the water becomes calm again, they see their smiling reflections in it.
Peppa and George are playing with a balloon in the park. A strong gust of wind blows the balloon up into the sky. Peppa looks up at the balloon, startled. George points at the sky, following the balloon with his eyes. Peppa and Daddy Pig start running after the balloon, trying to keep up as it flies higher. Peppa and Daddy Pig run across the grassy field, their legs moving quickly. George runs behind, watching the balloon and smiling. Peppa and Daddy Pig spot the balloon caught in a tree branch. Peppa points at the tree, excited to see the balloon. Daddy Pig uses a long stick to try and reach the balloon from the tree. Peppa hops around happily. Peppa and Daddy Pig are happy to have rescued the balloon. Peppa holds the balloon in her hands, smiling. George jumps up joyfully. The pig family sits down together and continues to play in the park. Peppa Pig and the Wandering Leaf. Peppa and George are playing in the garden.
Yahoo!
Daddy Pig is standing nearby, watering the flowers. A yellow leaf gently falls down in front of Peppa. A gust of wind blows past. A yellow leaf gently falls in front of Peppa. Peppa runs after it, with George toddling along behind her. Daddy Pig looks up and watches. The leaf floats past Daddy Pig and then lands on his head. Daddy Pig is startled. Daddy Pig smiles as the leaf gently falls down beside Peppa. Peppa holds the leaf, while George stands beside her happily. All three of them look at the leaf, and they all burst out laughing. Peppa Pig and the Secret Room. Peppa is happily playing in the living room when she suddenly discovers a small hidden door behind the curtain. She wonders what surprises might be inside. Peppa pulls George close and opens the secret door. Both siblings step into the dimly lit room, hearts racing with curiosity, light peeking through the tiny window. Peppa and George quickly run down the stairs, and right at the bottom, they find a pile of old toys, cars, dolls, and the toys they once loved. Peppa and George eagerly approach the pile, their eyes lighting up with joy as they reminisce. Together, they gather the toys and head back to the living room to show Mummy Pig and Daddy. Mummy Pig walks in and smiles at the sight of Peppa and George happily playing with the old toys. She smiles with warmth and happiness. The whole family sits together in the living room, reminiscing about the fun memories with the old toys. Laughter fills the room, bringing everyone even closer. Peppa Pig and the Cloudlight Bridge. A shining cloud drifts down, catching Peppa and George's attention. It forms a soft path lifting them into the sky. They discover a glowing rainbow-like bridge above the clouds. They run across it among floating light flowers and cloudbirds. The cloud brings them home with a tiny glowing flower in their hands. Day for a movie. Peppa and George were happily playing in the park when Peppa suddenly exclaimed, "Oh, there's an outdoor movie screening today." Excited, they ran home to invite Mummy and Daddy to come along. Mummy and Daddy smiled and agreed right away. The whole family quickly got ready and headed to the movie spot.
Wow!
2 hours later.
As everyone sat down, the lights dimmed. The projector lit up, and the fun movie began. On a lovely sunny morning, Peppa and George were playing in the park. Peppa was sitting on the swing, watching as George played happily on the slide. Peppa and 2 leaves. Peppa walks around the garden. Peppa sees 2 leaves lying on the grass. One leaf is big and one leaf is small. Peppa picks up the big leaf and looks at it closely. Peppa picks up the small leaf with her other hand. Peppa compares the two leaves. Peppa puts the two leaves on the ground. A gentle breeze blows by. The small leaf starts rolling across the grass. Peppa is surprised and runs after the leaf. George runs over. The leaf stops at his feet. At the same time, Peppa runs up just in time. Peppa picks up both leaves again. Peppa tosses the two leaves into the air. The two leaves spin and float down slowly. Peppa and George raise their hands to catch the leaves. One leaf lands on George's head. Peppa sees it and laughs happily. George laughs too. Peppa Pig and Tidy Up Day. Peppa and George's room. Toys are scattered all over the floor. Teddy bears, balls, and building blocks. Peppa looks around the room, a little surprised. George sits among the toys, happily playing. Mummy Pig walks in smiling. Mummy Pig hands a toy box to Peppa. Peppa picks up a teddy bear and puts it into the box. George picks up a ball, but it rolls away. Daddy Pig comes in from outside.
Aha!
Daddy Pig picks up the ball and hands it back to George. George smiles happily. Today, Peppa wants to go outside and play because after the rain, something surprising always appears. George follows along too, looking very sleepy as he walks and runs after Peppa. Daddy Pig and Mommy Pig watch the two children with warm and loving smiles. Suddenly, Peppa spots a muddy puddle on the ground. Peppa takes a deep breath, gets ready, and jumps straight into the puddle. George doesn't want to jump at first, but Peppa keeps encouraging him. George runs back to get ready and jumps with all his strength.
Peppa Pig and the Rainbow Door. A beam of sunlight forms a bright rainbow on the wall, catching Peppa and George's attention. The rainbow turns into a glowing door, gently inviting them inside. They step through and discover a colorful valley with low-flowing clouds. They slide down rainbow hills surrounded by sparkling light. The door brings them home, leaving a tiny glowing spark as a memory. Whoa!
Aha! Whoa!
Huh? Whoa!
Hooray!
Aha!
Wow! Whoa!
Yippee!
2 hours later.
Woo-hoo-hoo! Uh-oh. Whoa! Uh-oh. Whoa!
Oh.
Whoa! Huh? Aha!
Peppa and the Little Picnic. Peppa holds a small basket and looks around the grass. Peppa spreads the picnic blanket on the ground. George runs over, carrying a toy food box. Peppa smiles happily. Peppa sits down and puts the food on the blanket. Peppa pretends to eat and nods happily. George copies her and pretends to eat too. They both laugh together. Peppa lies on her back and looks up at the sky. George lies down next to Peppa. They watch the clouds slowly drifting by. Peppa and George smile and relax. Peppa Pig and the Mysterious Island. Peppa and George are playing on the sand when they find an old treasure map washed ashore. Excitement fills their hearts as they imagine the adventure ahead. Peppa opens the treasure map, her eyes sparkling with curiosity. George watches beside her, and both giggle joyfully at the idea of finding a secret treasure. They cross a pretend forest and climb little rocks, laughing as if conquering great challenges. Finally, they discover a small chest hidden under a bush. Inside is a treasure of old toys and candies, and they cheer with delight. Mummy Pig steps out, smiling as she watches Peppa and George enjoy their little treasure. Their imagination fills the house with laughter. The whole family sits around the treasure chest, sharing stories and laughing together. A magical afternoon of adventure ends in happiness. The Super Fun Race Day. Today is a very special day. Peppa and her friends are getting ready for the Super Fun race. Everyone wants their vehicle to look shiny and go as fast as it can. Everyone is in position. The wheels are wobbling with excitement. 3, 2, 1, and off they go. Oh dear, a giant muddy puddle. No one expected the race to get this splashy. Peppa rides straight through. Splat! Mud flies everywhere. George tries to keep his balance, and Susie goes around the puddle. Everyone bursts into laughter. The race is over, but the fun isn't. Peppa and her friends have learned that the best part of any race is enjoying it together.
Peppa and the hamburger. Peppa sits on a picnic blanket with a basket beside her. Peppa opens the basket and takes out a hamburger. Peppa looks at the sandwich happily. Whoa! George stands nearby and looks at the sandwich. Peppa holds the hamburger, about to eat. Suddenly, Peppa drops the sandwich onto the blanket. Peppa looks at the hamburger in surprise. George bends down and looks at the hamburger. Peppa picks up the hamburger. Peppa gives the hamburger to George. George holds the piece and smiles. Peppa takes another hamburger from the basket for herself. Then they eat the hamburger.
2 hours later.
Peppa stands up after eating. They run around the yard and laugh. Woo-hoo-hoo! Pig and the Colorful Umbrella. One day, Peppa notices a colorful umbrella in the corner of the room. She picks it up and opens it wide. George stands under the umbrella and looks up at the bright colors. Peppa gently spins the umbrella. George tries spinning the umbrella too and giggles with joy. The colorful umbrella turns into a fun little game for Peppa and George.
Peppa Pig and the giant leaf in the wind. While playing outside, Peppa and George suddenly see a giant yellow leaf fall in front of them. Peppa picks it up, but a strong gust of wind blows it right out of her hands. George quickly chases after the leaf, with Peppa laughing and running behind him. The leaf spins through the air and lands gently near a flower bush. They pick up the leaf and run to show it to Mummy Pig, feeling happy and excited. Peppa Pig and the Mountain of Bubbles. Today, Daddy Pig is washing the car, and Peppa and George discover lots of bubbles.
Wow!
Peppa and George think bubbles are amazing. Wow, look at that! A giant mountain of bubbles. Oh dear, Mummy Pig looks so funny as a bubble snowman. Playing with bubbles is fun, but playing together is the best fun of all. Hot Air Balloon Festival. It's the Hot Air Balloon Festival today. Peppa and George are at the field. The huge balloons are being inflated.
Wow!
Look, the first balloon is ready. It goes up high, higher and higher. Peppa cheers happily. How wonderful! So many balloons are going up. Blue, pink, polka dots. It's like a garden of flowers in the sky. Peppa and George wave goodbye to the adventures in the sky. What a colorful festival!